That could be fun.
If you want. Pensive.
Smart. Superstitious. Brave. And I could be light on my feet. I could be whatever you want. You just tell me what you want and I'll be that for you.
You're dumb.
I could be that.
Well, that's the easiest thing to be. I could be that too. Hey everybody, welcome to Nick the Rat Radio. I am Nick the Rat. Changed the studio around a little bit or whatever. I don't fucking know what's going on. Okay, we'll figure it all out one day. Anyway, I'm Nick the Rat. It's Wednesday night. It's 10 p.m. on the dot. Okay, it's 10:10 p.m. on the dot. Leave me alone. I don't know what episode we're on. What episode is it? This is episode number 548. Let's do this like a minstrel show, everybody. I need an amen, brother. We're going to have an amen tonight. Can I get an amen? It's July 15th, 2026. Tonight we're going to be having a very serious discussion. I didn't even know about what I'm going to be talking about tonight until this week. I was looking into it. It's a very serious condition, I should say. I don't know if it's a condition. I actually don't know what the hell it is. But it's going to be interesting. Should I just tell you now what I'm going to be talking about later? No, I'm going to tell you everything that I've been doing other than what I'm going to be telling you about later here. Let's start off with Magic the Gathering cards. Been seeing a lot of Vito Giswaldi talking about this, and he always brings it to my attention. I also know a couple people that are like professional Magic card players. Apparently you could win money doing it and shit. But basically they've been creating all of these sets of Magic cards, and a set that I hold. Dude, I was gonna buy some Magic cards. I was thinking about buying. I have old Magic cards. I still have mine. I had some back from the original sets in my closet. I might have some decent cards in there. I don't even know. I haven't looked at them in a long time. I don't know what I have. I doubt there's anything too expensive in there. I probably got robbed of those a long time ago. Because back in the day, I was a little baby tard. I got Magic cards. I didn't even know how to play really. And I had all my Magic cards, and I had friends that come over that knew about Magic cards, and like, hey, let me see your Magic cards. And I'm sure they fucking robbed me blind. I'm sure my buddies all robbed me blind of my old Magic. I don't know. I'll go look through them this weekend. Maybe I'll see if I have anything in there. You want to see an update on my burn? It's getting to that point where it's gonna. Here, look at this. Look at that sucker. Where is the camera? Look at, there you go. I wasn't lying, people. That's all gushy, nasty skin right there, about to fall off. If you're watching the video stream on twitch.tv/Nick the Rat right now, you too can see what second-degree burns on a little rat paw look like. Gross. I was jerking off way too fast. Urgh! I forgot my hand lotion. Why don't they make dick lotion? They always, it's like, that's a product right there. Do they make, there should just be like dick lotion. Like, what do you got there on your desk? Oh, that's my dick lotion. And it'll just say dick lotion on it. I'm telling you, man, that's $1 million idea. I don't know why I'm poor and begging people for money. I should be, I know there is, well, they don't call it dick lotion though, do they? They probably call it like KY or fucking sex lube or something. But let's see, is there dick lotion? Cream for, see, that's not called dick lotion though. I mean, like, we need to call it dick lotion. There's penile health cream, banana intimate arousal gel. There's solo stroker lotion. That looks good. But I mean, we should just, because, how hard is it to make, oh, wait, there's dick polish. We got dick polish. there is a company called Dr. Tugs. Gun oil. Look at that. Gun oil. Nice. We wouldn't need dick lotion if we stopped cutting off the tips of men's penises. Well, there's a lotion here called Peni Sex, Tenga lotion, Eroxon, Man Number One. I wouldn't want to put something called Man Number One. Hold on, where is I can put all this into the web browser here now. I got this thing over here, so I just gotta. I'm looking in the wrong tab, everybody. I'm trying a new system, and it's just not working out for me very well. Here you go, bam. Dick lotion. So you too can see what I'm looking at. We'll just leave that right on the screen right here. I got Dr. Tugs. I like that one. Dr. Tugs. Gentleman's lotion. Look at this fucker. He's ready to go. This guy's ready to get it going. Magic cards. Let's get back to magic cards. And they got a new set coming out. Star Trek magic cards. And I was like, you know what? I like Star Trek a lot. Maybe I'll get some Star Trek magic cards. But then they come out with horrible, horrible, horrible looking art in it. You know what they should have did for this one is I kind of like that's kind of cool, the Salt Vampire. But they should have just made them look like, you know what I hate about these sets that they come out with? They look all like they don't stick to a style. Like there's some screen cap. There's the Grand Nagus. I play the Grand Nagus on you. Yes, and we got a legendary creature. They should have made all of it look like one similar art style. I think that would have been pretty damn cool. Like if they made it all look like 60s or 70s sci-fi book cover art, like the sci-fi book covers, you know how those things looked. If they stuck to one style, but they're not sticking to us. Is that? I thought that was the Reading Rainbow guy. I forgot Geordie. I thought that was Geordie LaForge. They got these cards where it's like, oh, you could get it signed by. You could if you meet fucking Captain Kirk, you know, like when am I going to meet Captain Kirk to get my stupid thing signed? And then they really pissed me off with the con card is Mr. Benedict. Mr. Benedict Cumberbatch is on the card for the con. And it's stupid. It's dumb. That looks horrible. This looks bad. And it's not even, it's like a remake of another card. Vito is very mad about that. I really don't care about any of that. But like just, if you're going to make like magic cards, make some fucking Star Trek magic cards, man. Don't keep it one style. That'd be cool. I don't like how they keep switching up the styles. Anyway, magic is just milking shit as much as they can. It's like the Funko Pop garbage now. When are these cards gonna crash? They got all like these Pokemon cards and stuff. And how many goddamn Pokemon are there? Yeah, hashtag not my con. Look at this fucker. Not cool. Like, I don't know what these things cost way too much money anyway. They're like, oh, this card is like, you can get the fucking Picard. He's gonna be $100 for the Picard if you want. I don't know how much they're gonna cost. They're probably gonna be cheap and garbage, but I'm not gonna buy them. I don't see the value in it. I don't see highly illogical. Oh, look at that there. Looks like AI art. It doesn't even look that. It's 2026 CBS. Oh, it's made by Patricia Priya. Sorry, Patricia Priya, if I upset you by saying I don't like your art that much. It's not bad, but like it doesn't look like Star Trek. It doesn't look like magic. It just looks like a cash grab. All this cash grab shit. They're ruining our childhood. This is another thing that I hate about quantum physics. They made the multiverse. It's the multiverse, god damn it. Yeah, I'll stick to Casios, man. Nah, I got too many Casios. I'm not buying any more. Maybe I'll buy one or two more. I got like 2 more on the radar. I already have like 10 of them. But after that, no more. Casios are like underwear, you know? You could, you change your underwear, you change your Casio. It's like the same stuff. What else we got here? There was a whole bunch of sales recently, and I bought more board games. I bought me a Talisman 5th edition, which I always wanted to play. I always heard it was a pretty fun, like it splits people down the middle. Talisman, people hate it, people love it. I heard it's like the Monopoly version of Dungeons and Dragons. But I got it for $30. You know, I saw it on sale, so I was like, you know, how am I going to pass up getting this game that I've been hearing about for like 10 years now? And it's only $30. Comes with a whole bunch of cool little minis. So I figured, you know, why not? I'll give it a try. So I'll let you guys know if I like Talisman. And then, you know, once I bought one game, oh look, it's still $31. Here you go. If you guys want it, $31. See, last purchased. So you know I'm not lying. That's I gotta not log into my account here live on air. You guys don't want to see all the dick creams I've been buying from Amazon. And then they also had Hero Quest was on sale as well for $30. I shouldn't be buying these games, but you know it was cheap. So I do have a group. So while I'm in New York, I'd figure I'd just play these games while I still can. Like almost like every other Friday, I go to my friend's house and we play some board games. Like I said, we were playing Risk Legacy lately. But I want to switch it up from Risk Legacy to try Talisman. I like me some board games. My favorite one is still Sons of Anarchy. That game's great. Sons of Anarchy board game. If anybody ever wants, oh wow, it used to be cheaper than $40. They're selling it here for 20. Oh, that's the expansions. I do have all the expansions. It used to be like a $30 game, like a $15-$20 game. I don't even know if they really make it anymore. Gale Force 9, Sons of Anarchy, Men of Mayhem. It's on. I bought this back in, look at that, 2017. This game is great. It's got you put out these places. There could be like strip joints and stuff. There's a whole bunch of different cards you could put out. And you get guns. That comes with little plastic guns and little plastic cocaine bags and little cardboard money cutouts. It's so cute. It's so cute. And you had to call your dudes and your gang members and you do battle over different areas. It's like an area control game. And it's I think it's one of the best games I ever played. It's very fun. Nothing like grabbing little tiny plastic guns and cocaine bags to really have a fun night. Whew. It's great. It's great. Let's see here. What else is going on this week? Oh, we have the Odyssey is coming out. They should call it instead of the Odyssey, you don't want to see or something. I don't know. I don't want to see Odyssey, and I don't really care because there's like Black Helen of Troy or Twink Achilles but Elliot Page, man, keep your shirt on, please. There's way too many pictures of you running around. Elliot, like, did you ever see this picture of Elliot Page? And it's like, oh, Elliot Page likes to go boxing. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see this. This is what is this? No, Elliot. No, please. Please no Elliot Page. These are, I think Elliot Page has plastic 6-pack as well. I think she got implants, ab implants or something. Because it just looks But this is not why I'm not going to see the movie. I'm not going to see Odyssey because I haven't liked anything Christopher Nolan's made in forever. I don't think I liked I didn't like any of the Batman movies that he made. All the action was way too tight, close. Like all you saw when there was an action scene was like fists hitting a chest, and that's all you saw. It was like, wow, that's great. That's really fun. The Joker was great. You know, that dude in Batman Part Two. He was a very good Joker. I'll give him that. That was decent. But other than that, I really don't care about Christopher Nolan. His fucking shitty movies that are way too long and boring and aren't even that interesting. I don't know why people are like, oh, Christopher Nolan's a master class of fucking making movies. He's a great movie maker. And no, I don't think he is. You know, whatever. You keep your Christopher Nolan. I'm interested to see how it does in the box office, though. I do want to see what's going on with that. I want to box the dude in the ring. This guy's and then another movie came out, which is falling apart. Thank God. Moana, the fucking live action movie. I've been seeing news articles about how it's like #1, but no, it's not. It's not number. Yeah, look at this. Moana sales to #1 at the box office. What is? I guess there's nothing else in the box office. Yeah, like Moana, you got 43 million. How much did it cost? It cost like a shitload of money to make, right? A budget of 250 million, 250, and only made 43. So, you know, they only lost $200 million. So The Rock could buy another house. Congratulations, Rock. And we got Minions and Monsters. I haven't seen that one yet. It only made 20 million. It's probably going to be whatever. More fucking Minions. Blah, 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 blah. It might be funny, but I'm kind of sick of them. Toy Story 5 was good. Evil Dead Burn. I do want to see that. How did that do? Is that getting good reviews on the Rotten Tomatoes? Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 69. Nice. All right, so yeah, I'll check that one out soon. I got Young Washington and Obsession, which I want to see. I'm going to probably watch that one soon. 3.8 million still. They're making a lot of money over here. New Evil Dead is out. Yes, I know that. I just said Evil Dead Burn made 13.7 mil. It's, you know, they're just turning into like typical horror movies. There's the new one coming to Paramount, the TV show for Camp Crystal Lake. Kind of interested in watching that one. I want to see Jason's mom go nuts and kill little kids. So that'll be fun. Supergirl looks like trash, garbage. Nah, I don't even want to hate watch it. Disclosure Day also looks like trash, garbage. Don't want to hate watch it. Steven Spielberg has fallen off his fucking tricycle and hit his head too many times. I don't think he should be directing any more movies. Hang it up, Steven. You did good. You did well, but you suck ass now. And The Backrooms is still number 10, making 1.5 mil. Backrooms is coming out with another 15 more minutes of Backrooms fun soon to be added onto the movie. It's gonna, I think it's called, Sell Out or some shit, or We Must Sell. I don't know. It's gonna be. I think it's out in Australia already. Those Aussies always lucky. No, they're not. Takes place it's going to be after the credits, but it's supposed to be before the first scene in the movie where they're going through the back rooms and Captain Clark's running around and shit. The back rooms of the back rooms of the back rooms of the back rooms. So that's all fun. And then one more thing I want to talk about before we get to anything. Long Beach Griffey. I don't know if you guys know him. He's on YouTube. He's a really funny guy. He comes out with videos weekly or almost daily. He's always making fucking videos, and they're usually very, very funny. I don't know if anybody knows Long Beach Griffey here, but I'm a fan of his. And I was just scrolling through the YouTubes one day, and I was like, that he's wearing some good makeup there. He's all fucked up looking. He was not wearing makeup. He really got really fucked up. And yeah, he got in I think a car accident. You could see staples in his head. And he made a video called when you get into an accident and your boss calls in the middle of surgery.
You got a call.
He's got a fake tube in his nose as a joke, but he's got staples all along his skull, and those look real. And his face is all fucked
You got a call.
up.
Are you done? Nah. Here you go, though. Here. Hello?
Where the hell your ass at?
I'm in the hospital getting surgery.
Did you get PTO?
Did you get PTO? Yeah. Yeah, your jobs don't care about you. Your job will never care about you. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad stuff. How nobody really cares about anybody anymore. I think we need Jesus back in our lives, everybody. Let me preach to you. All right, we're going to take a quick music break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about some crazy shit happening in New York. So I'm still here. Why not talk about it while I'm here? And then we're going to get into the topic of the show, which... what is the topic of the show again? Oh, yeah. Terminal lucidity. I never heard of terminal lucidity before. And then I found out a lot about it, and I found it pretty damn interesting. And I'd like to discuss it with you. To discuss terminal lucidity with you. And also, we're going to be bringing back something that we used to do. We used to have gas blasts. We haven't done a gas blast in a long time. Basically, you email me during the show. At any point during the show, I'm always checking my email. Also, we have it set up to an alarm that will send off a fart noise, and you could email me. You just put gas blast in the title. Once the email system gets that, I hooked this up with AI. So this is new technology we have in the sewer. So as soon as you email me, I get the alert right away, and basically I'll get the alert, and then I will read the email on the air, and we could all share it. It's going to be it's new technology. It's an old segment that I used to do. We used to have gas blast all the time, but I figured I should find a way to hook it up into the 31st century. So now when you send me an email with gas blast in the title, I will get an alert, and then we could read it, and it's going to be really fun. So if at any point during the show you hear any sort of alert noises, I don't even know what it's going to do. We could read right into... Wait, I think that was it. Somebody just gas blast me? Look at that. All right, we do have a gas blast. See, this is from Frank T. He's in Bayonne, New Jersey. Let's see here. Nick, I've listened to 500 plus episodes, and I still can't tell if you know what a compressor does or if you just like the word. Jane Hanoi could read the phone book, and I'd tune in. Mystery Man could sit in silence for an hour, and it would still be the best segment of the show. You're just lucky they haven't unionized against you yet. You could... Thank you for the gas blast. Now I know that the system is working. Frank T. in Bayonne, New Jersey, you're great. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about New York City, and then we're going to talk about terminal lucidity. It should be a real inspiring night, everybody. Okay, let's listen to Nav Day with Fly. We'll be right back. Enjoy. Asshole. Send Frank a picture of my asshole.
Wanna go to outer space. Gonna need a bigger place.
right, welcome back, everybody. I had to disable the AI bot. I forgot that people will just start sending me gas blasts during the like songs and stuff, and then they'll be interrupted. We just got 2 more gas blasts that just came in during that song. But I did disable the bot, so hopefully I don't get disturbed anymore by you guys trolling me like that. But I guess I'll read those now. We have let's see, we got Deb R from outside Erie, Pennsylvania. Let's see. She sends a quick fact for the sewer rats tonight. The term static that UFO witnesses report before sighting has a real name. It's called electrophonic sound. And some researchers think meteors and low-flying objects can actually generate audible noise through radio frequency induction. No delay, straight into your ears. Jane, next time you get that ringing before something weird happens, you're not crazy. You might just be an antenna. Interesting. I'll read the other gas blast later. I'm not reading that many goddamn gas blasts in a row. God damn it, people. We also have the phone line. I fixed the phone line. I realized people were calling me before and I wasn't hearing the phone ringing, which defeats the purpose, the purpose of the phone line. Phone line is 917-719-5923. The phone lines are open. I should hear the phone ringing this time. So if people do call me during the show, I should be able to pick it up. I do have a lot of voicemails, though, because I've ignored all of you. So we're just going to listen to a quick voicemail.
Hey, it's me, Stillwater,
Hey
from
there, Stillwater.
Spearfish. So, I had a question for everyone at large. So, according to Christianity, the devil rebelled against God and then started doing a bunch of evil stuff, right? Alright, so, if the devil had a kid and then as a teenager decided to rebel against his dad or her dad, does that mean that child would like start going to church and do a bunch of good stuff just to give the middle finger to his or her dad? Anyway, I think that would be a fun one to think about. Anyway, have a good one. Love you guys. Have a good go fuck yourself. Bye.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, I don't know too much about what the devil actually did. I only know one story about the devil. He basically said, hey, you stupid humans, you want to get smart? Eat this. And that's the only... I don't even know if that was the devil. That was just a snake, right? I don't even know... Like, is the devil even Lucifer? Is Lucifer even? Yeah, I'm not huge into biblical studies. I think Lucifer was an angel, and he wanted like more pussy or something, and they said, "Get out of heaven! You're getting too much already." Whole bunch of beta cucks kicked him out. And that's all. I don't even. That's the only thing I know he did, is that he just wanted some more. He just wanted some more of the. He was just getting too much, and he wanted more. And they were like, "No, get out." I don't know what else he did after that. Is Satan and Lucifer and the devil, are they the same person? Is the snake Satan, Lucifer, devil, Beelzebub? I don't know what else they call him. I don't even know if any of that shit's in the Bible. Do they even say devil in the Bible? I don't know. If anybody out there is a Christian, I guess, give me a call and let us know. I've got questions, because I think it's interesting stuff. I always find the Bible interesting. So if you want to call in and talk about it looks like, okay, we do have somebody calling in right now. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, caller. You're on the phone with Nick the Rat.
Hello, Nick the Rat. Have you ever thought about a Nick the Rat meetup in Steamfish, East Dakota?
That sounds very far away from where I am. I have gone to meetups in New York City, though.
How would we make it to your friend that just called in East Dakota? How would we get to him? Like what mode of transportation?
Let's see. How could we get to? I guess in.
In Steam, I believe his location is Steamfish, East Dakota. I've listened to your podcasts over the many decades of your existence, and I've heard his stories about his beautiful environment, and I wonder how could we get to Steamfish?
I don't think it's steamfish. I think it's spearfish.
Steampunk,
South
spearfunk,
spearfunk.
spearpunk,
It's
spearfunk, southeast Dakota, man.
let's see how much a plane ticket from New York to there would be. Right now, I could get there for around $400,
That's not
320.
bad.
Not bad. But yeah. But where are you?
How
Are you
many
going to go there
people-
too? Am I going to be there alone with
No.
him? That'd be a little weird.
I mean, that's is he gonna show up?
Better if I'm spending $400 to get there. If I go all the way down, I want him to make me a sandwich.
I think you better. I heard stories about his restaurant and his steamy crapper up top.
He's probably makes some of the best greasiest food ever. Wait, look at this! I found one for $128. Maybe I will go there.
No, on Greyhound Airlines.
Yeah. Oh wait, this is from like Wichita, KS. I'm not in Wichita. I'm in New York yet. Shitty.
Three layovers.
I know.
Three,
It's like,
three layovers with 17 hours in between in the U.S. It's like a European trip.
there we go. Rapid City search. All right, here we go. New York City to Rapid City, South Dakota. It only I don't know. I'm not going on no. That's $400. No, get out of here. No. Maybe I could do a meetup in New York.
Meet up in New York. You got a sewer room open.
No, I go like a bar or something or some shit or a strip joint. Meet up at a strip joint with everybody.
Strip joint in New York, like
Yeah.
GTA 4 style.
Yeah. I could throw quarters at their asses. Bang. Maybe
Can
please
you
sir,
steal
get
the
out.
quarters, or do they only take cards now?
I don't know. They probably give you like fucking tokens or something. Yeah, it's probably a card. They
They
probably just
only take the crypto, titty coin, ass coin,
ass coin, titty coin.
ass shake coin. That's gonna be the GTA once GTA 6 comes out. You know, with you've seen the jiggle physics videos.
Oh man. Like why do they even have they should just show the videos of the girls shaking their ass instead of the video game version of the girls shaking her ass. Just like
Right? What's just they're spending billions of dollars turning a video into a rendering.
yeah, it's like you have a woman right there shaking her ass and now you're gonna digitize her. I can no longer
You know
see
what?
the woman. It's
If you think about it, from what I've heard, they've spent a lot of time and money, like in the Miami area, just kind of like getting a feel for the area so they can replicate it in the game.
Hmm.
So it's exactly what we're talking about. It's like you're filming something, you're doing like a video thing, and instead of presenting the video, you make a rendering of the video, and then you expect to make bank on the rendering.
yeah, it's what do you think of next?
Why can't the rendering look like the video?
Just give us the render. Give us the video. Well, they're getting close, but either
give us the
it's-
sauce. Give us the sauce.
I want to see real women shaking that. It should be like you just go into. It should just be like videos of women. Like here's a whole bunch of videos of strippers. Thank you, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, man. Are you gonna be buying Grand Theft Auto 6?
I'm a PC man, so I will be kind of on hold until the PC version comes out. So I'm sure I'll probably watch, whatever they show,
Yeah.
streamers and stuff for a few minutes, but I'll probably be waiting for a year or so.
Yeah, you think it's been a year? I bet you it takes 6 months. I bet you in 6 months.
That would be nice. That would be nice. I'm trying to like kind of lower my expectations because I want to play the game
Yeah.
just because I've kind of grown up with Grand Theft Auto who hasn't grown up playing murderous, psychopathic video games.
That's true. It's true. I know I have.
So yeah, the nostalgia factor. You wanna feel like a kid again, killing civilians. Um, yeah, I'm definitely eager to play, but I'm trying to moderate my expectations for about a year. But if your prediction comes true in 6 months, I will be very happy.
Well, if you think
And I
about it,
will.
they've been pushing it off for so long. The time it should have came out on the PlayStation was like almost like it should have been out already. So we've been waiting.
Right.
So maybe they'll surprise us. Who knows?
So what you're saying is the PC version is probably close enough in final release where they can just drop it in 6 months.
I'm predicting 6 months,
Yeah.
but you're probably right. It's probably gonna be like a year or two. They're gonna make us wait. But
It's gonna be 8. It's gonna be 8 months.
they're
We'll
gonna
meet at 8 months.
just to
I'll call you again
screw me over. Yeah.
as I pay for the deluxe edition reluctantly.
No, I don't even know if I'm gonna get it. I'll probably just watch videos of it, unless the gunplay is any bit different. Because I really don't like how the shooting feels in Grand Theft Auto. I don't like how it feels anymore. There's no kick to the guns. It's like beep, beep,
Yes,
beep, beep,
it's
beep,
not.
beep.
It's not a shooting game. It's
Yeah.
just a running game.
Yeah, you run around from point to point. It's like Pac-Man. It's a beautiful Pac-Man
For-
game.
For some reason, when I play Grand Theft Auto 5, even, which I haven't played in many years, but if I play Grand Theft Auto 5, I still feel kind of like I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 1.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's the same damn thing. It's
Because it's the same. It's the same thing, even though it looks, completely different. It's 3D and shit, and much more evolved and stuff. But it's still got that same soul. And if that soul is preserved, I'm all in for 6. But if I see from the early, early reviews and stuff that the soul is not preserved, hey, maybe I won't even buy it right away. But right now, I probably would.
what games are you playing currently?
I've been trying to get back into games. Have you played have you tried the new do you do AC Creed?
I
Assassin's
haven't
Creed?
in forever because that's also it's the same game over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You climb the tower, you
But-
jump off, and then
So Black Flag, do you know the one with the
pirate one?
Caribbean?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks good. They just re-released it, right? But it's the Unreal Engine
Did you-
now. They
Have you played the original one?
I forget which one I played. I played like one on PlayStation 3.
It might have been. I don't know, but you don't know it was Caribbean theme.
Oh no, it definitely wasn't that one. It was
Okay.
it was like in a desert place or some shit.
Anyway,
Yeah.
for me, it's again a nostalgia factor because I played that game, the original, and it was fun. It was probably one of the better AC. I haven't played the recent ones, the most recent ones, the Arab one and the fake Japanese Black Samurai one. I
forgot they even
haven't
made
even
that,
touched
yeah.
that. Yeah, right. So, but the Black Flag, the original one was great. So I just signed up for Ubi, for a month, trying to play for a month, and it brings me to a fun story because I start the game, full set, video setting, full settings. I have a 4070, good computer.
Nice.
Like it should run it. And guess what? I move maybe like 3 feet, and then the game freezes. And then there's another like 3 or 4 seconds of normal FPS, and the game freezes. And I wonder what's going on.
Yeah, Ubi.
Is it
Ubisoft.
Can you guess?
I'm guessing either Unreal Engine or Ubisoft, or I don't know. Is your hard drive full? Do you need new drivers?
Controller.
Oh,
If I switch the controller, it's fluid. It runs.
really?
Yes.
Wow. So I've seen
Can you believe
controllers
that?
mess it up if you plug it in sometimes. I haven't really seen it if not work
This is
until
a
you
triple A game from a bankrupt company that's trying to stay afloat, is barely doing it, and they put out a game where it literally like I can't start it. Game starts, I can move for 4 seconds, and it freezes for 15 seconds. Then I can move for another 4 seconds until I change the controller thing, and then it's fine. But if I don't know about that, I'm fucked.
Let's see if there's other people having this.
Yeah. You'll see it. That's how I found it.
Look at that.
AC Black Flag remake controller F freeze up.
Classic controller scheme remodel. You need a controller to play it. Yeah, look at that. Well, it says for the best experience. Anyway, man, yeah.
I hate to say this, but it's going to be a Reddit thread that will talk about it. And I hate to give any credence up to Reddit.
Well, Reddit has its ups and downs.
Hopefully we can
I
can we
deleted my
redact
Reddit
it?
account. I actually
Can we
nuked
can we
my.
bleep can we bleep this?
We
Can we bleep Reddit?
I nuked my Reddit account. I had like 10 years of Reddit, and I was posting every day and replying, and then I just said, "You fuck this," and I just nuked my account. I didn't want to be part of it.
You're repeating the story of one of my friends. He also he had some sort of a issue about I don't remember what it was, but he was like, "Fuck it, I'm out."
That's what happens, man. These companies, they suck. They suck. Oh yeah, look at this. Unplug everything, clear the cache. Yeah, it sounds
You're
like
still
they didn't
looking?
do the proper.
I'm sure there's gonna be an update. That.
Jeez, yeah, that's what I hate about these games today. You buy games and they're not even done yet. It's like they just take it out of the oven and they throw it at the wall, and they're like, "Here,
I
$60."
tried what's the Korean game that I can't even remember the title of?
Black Desert.
New one. No, yes, Black Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert. Yeah.
Crimson Tide.
Sword.
Yes. Crimson Sword Tide. Yes. I bought it. I paid full price. I played 15 minutes, and I was like, sorry.
Yeah, $60 for this guy too. You'd think they would. But I do like the sea shanties in it. I've seen some gameplay for it, and you're on the boat, and everybody's like, "Holy do, do, we're getting drunk."
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, because you're spending a lot of time kind of going between islands on a boat, and then you can shoot other boats from the boat, and it's pretty easy to do it if you're. I think I played on medium, probably medium. I didn't play on easy. I wonder if whatever. So yeah, it's a fun experience, and colors, water, and islands and stuff. It's fun, pleasant, summertime.
That looks good. Looks good to me. Yeah.
How's Nick's tunnel dig to North Carolina going?
It's slow. Been looking at some houses, checking out some properties, getting a feel for it. I'm probably gonna have to rent. Go out there, rent a house, and then find a house from there. Because you can't just fucking throw a dart at the dartboard and say I'm looking to buy this house, and I want to fly.
Like a over terranean house or like a subterranean house?
Oh, I'm going big time.
House.
I'm gonna get one that at least comes out of the floor a little bit. Trying to get a little sunlight coming in through a hole in the top or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I mean, if you're a rat, you gotta have some holes to go through.
You need
and
the holes.
In
you
and
need
out.
them holes. All right, caller. Well, thank you for the call, and
thank you for the show.
You're quite welcome. Thank you for
existence.
Yes. Wait, I'm trying to find the hang up button so I can hang up on you. I was gonna say thank you for
me too.
Thank you for your mom. There you go. Okay. I got him good. I got that caller good. You didn't expect that. I was looking for the hang up button there. Okay, let's talk about New York City a little bit here. Some shit going on. Where's my notes? I got some notes here. Explosive shitting is coming to New York. I was talking about this a few weeks ago. They've been talking about on No Agenda now, and now it is here, baby.
New York health officials have sent an alert to doctors warning of an increase in cases of cyclosporiasis.
Cyclosporiasis. It's a parasite. I wonder what this parasite looks like.
It is a parasitic infection that causes severe diarrhea. Health officials have not zeroed in on the source of the outbreak yet, but prior outbreaks have been linked to produce. New York City alone has seen 381 cases so far this year.
381 cases. They're showing up this lady eating the fucking lettuce. She's about to just shit her pants, this one. Sorry that the volume is low. The bed bugs are spreading it. It's the migrants. The migrants are fucking, they're shitting. It's the black, was it the black stuff? What they call night soil? When you eat human shit in your food. Ugh.
Here, which is 3 times higher than the same time period last year. 31 states have reported cases, including Michigan.
Yeah, before it was just like in Minnesota or something. It's spreading pretty quick. I saw another report that they think it's coming from Taco Bell. Hold on one second. I forget how to spell this.
Multi-state outbreak of cyclospora is putting health officials on alert here, with 19 cases reported here in Arizona. It's gone up just a little bit. The parasite is often linked to...
Let's see here. This is from a day ago. Let's see this news story here. Forbes breaking news. Taco Bell investigated in multiple cyclosporas outbreaks, report says. Public health officials are reportedly investigating if lettuce served at Taco Bell restaurants played a role in... I can't read that fast. Can you slow down the reading?
A new report that says health officials are investigating Taco Bell as a potential part of the cyclospora parasitic outbreak, sickening thousands of people across the U.S.
Run for the border. Yeah. Talking about. Now, let's read that other gas blast now. Where's my... Hold on, we got that one more gas blast that came in during that song before. Carl M., somewhere off Route 9, upstate New York. Mystery man, I don't know your real name, I don't know your face, and somehow you're still the most trustworthy guy on this entire network. Nick, on the other hand, once tried to explain his own audio setup for 4 minutes. Why are you guys such assholes? Once tried to explain his own audio setup for 4 minutes and lost the thread twice. Some men age like wine. Nick ages like a Motu interface that needs a power cycle. Very funny, Carl. Very funny. Another thing happening in New York right now is Legionnaires disease is going around. Now, Legionnaires disease, I always thought that was just like the fan disease, wasn't it? If you go to sleep with the fan on you, you get Legionnaires disease. I don't even know what the... hold on a second. Let's see. We got Mr. Mamdani talking about it, so, you know, it's going to be cool.
Can do one more on Legionnaires from CBS 2.
Yes. First off, Mr. Mamdani. He's got his cool guy sunglasses on in this video, and he's got, I don't know how many rings he's wearing. I think he's starting to let the fame of being New York mayor go to his head. That's all I'm gonna say. Look how many rings. He's got one wedding ring on this over here. But
so to date, there are 59 confirmed cases and no deaths associated with this cluster. If you live, work, or have visited the area since late June and are experiencing flu-like symptoms, whether they be cough, fever, difficulty breathing, then we encourage New Yorkers to contact a healthcare provider. Now, I know that at some points when there are Legionnaires outbreaks, there are concerns about the use of water. I want to be very direct to New Yorkers that they are completely safe to drink tap water, to use it to shower, to bathe, to use their air conditioners. There is no concern from this outbreak about their ability to do so, whether they live in the area of the cluster or anywhere across New York City. And we've also...
So what's causing it? Oh, also, he's going to mention how they've been testing for it, too.
So just released the addresses of the buildings that had positive PCR tests. And that is the first time an administration has done so in a number of years, because we're looking to be as transparent as we can with New Yorkers about where we're seeing this outbreak. And I also do want to say a note of thank you to city workers who've been working around the clock on turning these tests around and on ensuring that New Yorkers know exactly what they need to know.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
We have to keep it really quick.
So much. Oh my God! Somebody in the audience is, "We love you, Mom Dummy. Mom Dummy, we love you." Legionnaires disease. What is Legionnaires? Let's see here. Severe lung infection. It's pneumonia caused by Legionnaires bacteria. So there's more bacteria. So there's parasites in the lettuce, and there's bacteria in the water. Great. New York City, baby. We're going to be covered with shit. Did Bridget hit him in the eye? Probably.
We're running late.
Is there anything else in this video?
We love you, Mom Dummy.
Why do they have these press conferences and they don't mic up the person asking the question? Why do they do that? Like, here's the person talking like, "Hey, Mom, Daddy was going to say
You know, I think the first thing that we are doing is looking to utilize every tool we can to both keep New Yorkers safe and move as quickly as possible in doing so. And that is going to continue, whether as we're talking about this cluster or we're talking about in the future. And when it pertains to the Upper West Side, our health department is aware of a building independently conducting Legionella testing, and they did so in their internal plumbing system. Now, this is unrelated to the cluster of Legionnaires on the Upper East Side.
What?
And
Why are they testing a building on the Upper West Side if it's in the Upper East Side? Why aren't they just testing all the water supplies to see if there's Legionnaire bacteria? I thought it was... What is the fan disease? Hold on. Legionnaires is the fan disease? The air conditioning disease. This is because Legionnaires bacteria grows in the warm water and spread through the air and the water. I always thought it was like a fan or something, not the air conditioning one. Thought there was something like when the air blows on. I don't know. Whatever.
The focus has been from the health department is on cooling towers in the Upper East Side. There is no cooling tower at this building on the Upper West Side. And the reason for that focus is typically those towers are the cause of this outbreak, but we're going to be following up on that building as well.
So they don't even know where it's coming from. He's like, it's typically in these things, but we don't really fucking know. Anyway, all right, so that's all the fun New York shit that I have for you today. Other things happening with something good happened. There's doing the... New York City is passing the some easy to cancel bill. If you can't cancel your subscription easily on the internet, then New York City is going to sue you. So that's kind of interesting. That's a positive. And also no data centers in New York. I guess that's a positive because that would just increase price. I heard in Pennsylvania that their electric bills have been going through the roof because of these data centers. And I also heard that a lot of data centers are going unused and they're getting sold to, what are they called? I forget the name of the shit. My brain is gone. Let me see if I could find it really quick. I probably can. Oh, here we go. This article right here. Data center operators market majority stakes as AI demand drives valuations. They're going to be giving them to, what are they called? Bop, skibidi doo doo, boppity boo, skibidi doo doo boo, bop, bop, ba. Private equity firms. Basically, the people that U.S. data center owners are marketing major stakes in several operating companies as investors seek control of infrastructure supporting the expansion of artificial intelligence. So these data centers, they don't have people using them. They've been leasing them out. And now they're looking to sell them to private equity firms. Now, if we know what private equity firms did to Toys R Us, you could figure out what might happen to these data centers. And also, if you look at SpaceX, I think we're heading for a gigantic, huge... Let's listen to Bigfoot Beats with Bigfoot Jamboree. We'll be right back.
Tonight, hiya, hiya.
Uh-huh.
Hiya, hiya.
Hiya, hiya.
What can I do for you? I can't do it. That was too fast. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Friends and neighbors, you're listening to Big Key Jamboree, brought to you by Paul Staff of Mighty Fine Beer. And of course, the home of the Hillbillies on Saturday night. And watch our show. We start singing and singing real early in the evening, and we go real late at night.
Do it live. We're taking your dedication skill off right after we say hello to everybody and Hardaway High.
Hi, I'm Paul.
That's a beautiful song for beautiful people out there. Dedication going out to the DJ.
You just kind of feel like you're floating, you feel ultra confident, you're capable of going out and moving your weight in Wildcats.
We've been compromised.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, let's talk about... Hey, where are my notes? Where are my notes? This is not good. Oh no. Oh no. While I look for my notes, let's take a quick phone call here. We have somebody calling in from east of the Rockies. Where's my phone? There's my phone. Hello, phone. Hello, caller. You're live on the air with Nick the Rat.
Forgive me, Rat Father, for I have sinned. I have called twice in an hour, a privilege reserved for your doctor. But you mentioned Legionnaires disease, so
Yes.
I promise I will execute myself after making my point promptly. But you mentioned Legionnaires disease. I was at a Chicago courthouse earlier this year for a civil matter. Don't worry about it. I was trying to prevent illegal immigrants from getting citizenship.
All right.
And I saw on the water fountain, you know, the water fountain for public drinking, the one for whites and the one for blacks.
They still do that?
I saw on in this one, yeah, believe it or not. So both of them, they had a sign that said, there has been Legionella, whatever it's called, found in this water supply. Yes, bacteria found recently. So take this water at your own risk. So I guess the main point is stay away from the water supply at government buildings because you're going to get the disease of Civil War heroes. And on that note,
welcome to America in 2026, everybody. All right, let's talk about terminal lucidity. We're gonna do we're gonna thank some people after this, and my mind's all scattered. I'm sorry, I'm all over the damn place. I'm getting old, people. All right. What is lucidity? Let's talk about that first. It comes from Latin, lucidus, clear, bright, and shining. Same root that gives you the lucid dreaming and translucent and elucidate. It's all about getting the light going through something. And basically the etymology bakes in light coming back on metaphor before you even get to so the lucidity, basically terminal lucidity is when you're about to die. People were in comas and people were like all fucked up, but right before they would die, they would snap back into an existence of like complete awareness and wakefulness. It's pretty crazy. The term was coined. The term. Wow, did I just say term? The term was coined by German biologist Michael Nahm in 2009. The definition is the unexpected return of mental clarity, memory, and personality in a person with severe long-term cognitive impairment. So if you have advanced dementia, schizophrenia, brain tumors, meningitis, or had a stroke, and it occurs shortly before death. Let's see what else we have here written about terminal lucidity. This scares me, man. Like, imagine you're like hanging out with somebody that's dying and they're like out of it, and then all of a sudden they're like completely better for a little bit. Like, what the hell's going on? Let's see, other notes here. Not the same as good days, bad days. This is people who've been nonverbal, unresponsive for years, and then suddenly they just act like themselves again. This shit's crazy. And I heard from, I was watching a bunch of videos of, what are those end of time care places where, the centers where you go to die. Yeah, those places. Hospices. Yes, hospices. They say this shit happens all the damn time. So this is weird. Let's see. Nahm and Grayson found references going back 250 years in medical literature, and cases described even by classical writers like Hippocrates and Cicero and Plutarch. Plutarch? Who is Plutarch? Never heard of this guy before. Hold on. Let me look up Plutarch. He was a Greek and later Roman middle Platonist? What the fuck's a Platonist? Now I gotta look for what a Platonist is. A Platonist is someone who follows the philosophical teachings of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. Everything goes back to Plato. Oh, a Platonist. A Platonist? Man, people were all over Plato's dick. Like, if I studied Plato, I'm a Platonist. Like, that's... You're really selling yourself short there, buddy. Documented cases, 84% happen within a week of death. 43% happen on the final day. So if you're hanging out with somebody that had a stroke or they're about to die, and they're like knocked out, and then they wake up and they're like, "Oh my God, I need a cheeseburger." I'd be like, "All right, motherfucker, get him a cheeseburger quick, because it's gonna be like the last one." And just be like, and then make sure you tell them, like whatever you need to tell that person. Like, man, you were a shitty friend. I just want you to know that before you go off into the wild blue yonder. Make sure you get everything out. Also, make sure you get all their passwords. So if somebody wakes up from their stroke or their coma, don't say, "Oh my God, this is great. We're gonna bring you home and let's watch Grey's Anatomy or some shit." No. Be like, "What is your passwords to all of your websites and your bank account? Give it to me now, because they are about to kick the bucket." Other people have called it other things than just terminal lucidity. They've called it paradoxal lucidity, the last rally. I like that one. Energy surge, pre-Morton surge. That's pretty cool. The pre-Morton surge. Let's see. We got a lot more stuff to talk about. Let's see. We got some famous cases. Yeah, let's talk about some famous cases here. We got Catherine Ermer. What a name. She died in 1922. I don't know why we got these old ass cases. I'm sure if it's happening to that many people, we probably have cases before that. But she lived in Germany in an institution since childhood, and she was severely intellectually disabled, like most New Yorkers I know. Reportedly never spoken a single word in her entire life. And on the day she died, she sang a hymnal song clearly for half an hour straight. Staff were reportedly stunned. Some were sobbing and crying. Some called it a miracle. And then she died. Is there any pictures of her? I don't think there's any pictures from 1922. But let's look her up really quick here. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Do we have any pictures of her? Oh, we do have a picture of her. She's pretty hot. If she was... she was nonverbal her entire life. And then she started singing. What did her singing sound like? She probably sounded like shit. She's probably like... Oh, look at that. There she is. We have a story of a 28-year-old catatonic man. He was a patient who had been essentially catatonic and unresponsive for 28 years. He regained awareness and the power of speech. I think he said, like, fuck you, mom, and then he died. Out. Gone. The perfect woman. We have another case. Nearly 20-year catatonic patient. This was from the 1970s. 3 schizophrenic patients with no prior lucid intervals for years suddenly became almost normal before death. They were all Russian. They wanted vodka. One of them had been catatonic for close to 2 decades. So this just keeps happening. People will be... How are you keeping somebody alive from being catatonic for 2 decades? Who's paying for that? There's got to be people like washing them weekly or daily. I don't know how much you wash a fucking catatonic person. Stretching their legs and their fingers and shit because they go numb, man. That's crazy. We got the story of the typhus soldier. A man dying of typhus suddenly became lucid, became loofy, and started singing songs, including hymns. This seems like this is getting pretty religious here. Why are these people singing hymns? What about hers? Did they even know what these hymns were? And then this motherfucker died the next day. This one is gross. This next one is pretty gross here. We got the swollen brain case. A woman became fully articulately lucid 2 days before death, apologizing to family, recalling details with more clarity than she'd shown even when she was well. So she was smarter now than she was before. She died peacefully. Then they did an autopsy on her. Her brain tissue was found swollen, engorged with blood. So they couldn't close the skull back up. So they opened her up for the autopsy. And they're like, whoops, we can't put that back in there. Her brain was actively failing at the exact moment her mind was the sharpest. Shit's crazy. Is there a name for this person here? The swollen brain case. Let me pop this in here. We got this. What is it? What is it? Terminal lucidity swollen brain case. Terminal lucidity swollen brain case. Is there any more news on this? Where am I going? ResearchGate? There's too many words here. I'm not reading all this shit. But just know what happened. This shit has happened. The lucid episode is often short-lived, lasting from a few minutes to a few days before the patient reverts to their formerly cognitive compromised condition. It's scary, man. Shit is scary. Is there any pictures of this girl with the brains falling out of her skull? Patient died during a brain scan. The machine kept recording. Okay, whatever. Let's see. And finally, we got a 92-year-old woman that had Alzheimer's. She hadn't recognized her family in years, and the day before she died, she had a warm, detailed conversation naming everyone, aware of her own age and where she was living. And then that old bitch died. So this stuff is crazy. We're going to take a quick music break. We're going to come back and we're going to thank some people for making this show possible. So stick around and I'll see you then. We got fish bread with Ascend. Sounds kind of gross. Fish bread. We'll be right back. We're going to ascend into this episode together. That was pretty groovy. All the music you hear tonight can be found on SoundCloud /like/Nick the Rat, or Nick the Rat /likes. I always forget how it goes, but either way, you could find it. You go to nicktherat.com and click somewhere there and find it on your own damn time. But go tell the artists they're doing a great job, because they give it all out for free at CC BY. It's a good time, and just like them, I give all my stuff out for free as well, including information for my P.O. box and my donation link. So you could donate. If you like what you hear, please support me. Please, God, support me. I can't support myself. Anyway, if you can't, it's okay. Don't worry about it. If you can, awesome. Thank you so much. As I said, we do have a P.O. box, 90549, Brooklyn, New York, 11209. Let's see if anybody has stuffed my box this week. Hey, look at that. Somebody has stuffed my box this week. Looks like Dr. Sir My Crotch might have fixed his bank account. Let's see. We almost got it open, people. Don't worry. Here we go. Looks like a chargeback refund account. Sir Mike Crotch, PhD, memo. Never met a rat I didn't like more. Well, thank you. I've never met a doctor I didn't like more. Doctors suck. Most of them do. I'm sure there's a couple good doctors out there. I like my dentist. My dentist is a nice guy. He talks too much, though. It's kind of annoying because he's digging around it was very secure, that envelope. Digging around, he's like talking. He's like, so, my family, and this, and how are you? I'm like, I can't understand. It's like, dude, stop talking to me. Just do your job. Holy crap. Doctor, I think you got a little bit too drunk here. You moved your period over to the right one. $6.90. It's an amazing day. Can I show look at this. Look at that. $6. And Doctor, are you okay? You're giving me times 10 the amount that you usually do. Thank you so much, Dr. Sir My Crotch. How drunk were you last week? We have a bet going on with Trey from Philly. He thinks you were very drunk. I'm drinking moonshine right here, I wish. I'm drinking Legionnaires disease. And now we got, let me pull this out of my box. Hold on one second. I get this. Oh, there we go. I got this big box here. I don't know what's in here. It says Fragile. It's probably French or something. Let's see here. What can I open this with? I don't have a knife or anything. Use my teeth. Ow. I'll use this pen maybe. Take this here. There we go. All right, breaking through. Okay. It's tight. I should have had a knife. I got scissors over here. Look at this. The hell am I doing? Somebody's been using my scissors. They're all gummed up. All right, let's see. What's in the box? All right, let's cut this seam here, a little snip, snip there. Here a snip, there a snip. Ugh. It smells like cake. Oh. It's a glass. Let's see what we got here. We got poppers. They sent me poppers. Thank you. Just pop these. All right, I'm going to do this for the rest of the show, everybody. You ever see YouTube? There's YouTube Live. If you're a brainwashed individual like I am, and you go onto the YouTube Shorts and you start doom scrolling, after a while you hit YouTube Live videos, and you can watch people do live things. It's usually people like in third world countries. A new big thing is they peel eggs, like uncooked eggs. They'll take the shell off, and they'll leave just like the egg, but they don't break the egg. I don't really know how they start doing it, but they have like nail clippers, and they like push the egg a little bit, and they scrape it, and it takes them like 5 hours, and they just sit there for 5 hours chopping away at the eggshell. I should do a YouTube Live of me just trying to pop every single one of these. And they're usually like Islanders or whatever, like, oh, you donated, oh! Every time somebody donates to them, they would like scream and go fucking nuts. Oh, thank you, baby! Oh, thank you! Oh! Okay, enough of that. Let's see what the cup is. Sorry, everybody. I think this is from... Who is this from? Is there a note? Is this from Radix? Radix 023? He always sends me some cool stuff. Let's see what we got here. Rondo, the Thirst Mutilator. It's got electrolytes. This is amazing. This is the world we live in today, everybody. Thank you so much. I think this is from Radix. There's no note in here. But he did send me like the postage thingamajiggy thing. This is awesome. Very cool. This is a keeper. If I ever get a job at a desk again, I will put this out so everybody could fucking know what they are. It's got electrolytes. Thank you so much, Radix. Thank you so much, Dr. Summercrotch. Dr. Summercrotch, for filling up my PR box. You can also donate by going to nicktherat.com/donate.html. I will see if anybody has donated this week. I don't know if anybody did send me anything this week. Let's see. PayPal this week is a no-show. Nothing in the donate box. So, but I did get. So right now, Dr. Summercrotch, you are keeping the show afloat. You could also donate. I forgot to put this up here, but by going to twitch.tv/nicktherat. If you have Amazon Prime, you could give me a free Prime subscription there. Or you could spend money there too if you want. I don't know. I do also have a Redbubble site. If you want to get any of the artwork that I make, cover art that I do for the show, or many other weird things that I do, I throw it on Redbubble. There's a link on my website somewhere for that. So if you want to just, sometimes people put orders through. I've gotten, I made some orders going through there. The quality of their stuff is pretty good. Sold stickers, T-shirts, all that stuff. But man, I'm just gonna play with this. Since there's no other donations this week, we're just gonna pop this all night. This is what you guys get. This is what happens when we don't get donations. You get. Oh, is it like ASMR right in your ear? Here we go. This one's for you, Radix. I'm cheating. All right. Thank you, everybody, for donating. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for calling. Thank you for gas blasting. Everything counts in small amounts. And I love you all. Let's take a quick music break. And then we're going to get back to this. Wait, actually, what do we have coming up next? Are we going to do more? We can talk more about the lucidity thing. I don't know. It's just weird. It's a weird. I never heard of it before. I guess there's some more stuff to talk about. Like, what do scientists think about it? We'll find out when we come back. But first, let's listen to Free Vibe Vault. Wait, we got a phone call coming in? See, the phone's working again. It wasn't working for a long time. Caller, how you doing? How you doing?
Good. I was calling in. What are the signs that you have explosive diarrhea?
Like this, I think. Usually moistness. You feel, usually you have to fart, and even if you try to hold it in, you just feel hot moistness all up in them butt cheeks.
What if it's slightly cold?
I don't think that happens. If it's good night there, doctor. If it's cold, you might be dying, I think.
Oh, okay. Do you have any idea of a treatment possibly that
for cold explosive diarrhea? I think you might want to go to a hospice or something. You might
you're talking like a compress or something like that, or
a hot hospice, a hot compress. Because
probably a salve of some sort.
Now, I never really tried this, but like, you know, when you get a cold and you got boogers coming out, you kind of stick tissues in your nose to see if you could clog it up. Maybe you could just try to clog up your buttocks with something.
Make a little. Could probably, roll the toilet paper together between your hands and
roll it up.
Make a. I could probably. Well, I could patent that. They call it the butt plug.
Yeah, do they make those like
I don't know. I never heard of that before. Is that a word? Butt plug?
Let me look this up here. Let me see if there's like a toilet paper butt plug. Toilet paper butt plug. Let's see what we get here.
There's a cork one too.
You might be onto something. There's
Maybe
butt plugs and there's toilet paper, but
synthetic cork possibly.
There's no, because sometimes you do need to just jam it up there, and you don't want to have. Well, I guess you could use a silicone one.
I wonder if there's like maybe a Flex Seal one with that guy, and he slaps it on somebody's butt.
Why are so many butt plugs shaped like tentacles? Like, what's up? Is there like a
tentacles? Huh.
Or like, why are so many girls into H.P. Lovecraft or something?
You talking like those little like ghoulish looking like tentacle things that you get out of like the bubblegum machines or whatever at the stores?
Wait, we got butt napkins. Yeah, butt napkins here.
Butt napkins?
Butt napkins. That sounds like
you got
some guy you work with.
Sounds classy though.
50 flushable wipes, extra large, extra moist.
Butt napkins. Aren't those just dude wipes? I mean,
they could be dude wipes.
The new thing is, they used to have those for eons, and they were called hemorrhoid wipes.
Hemorrhoids are disturbing. Hemorrhoids is like when you push too hard and like your ass breaks or some shit. It's like, ugh.
I think so, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily. I think it's like something to do with the skin around there or something. Gets hardened and callous. You got like a callous beehole or something.
Well, you put some chapstick on it. Butt stick.
Yeah, that's probably
chapstick for the ass. Do they have that?
Yeah. Well, you were talking about lube for
dicks.
Dick lube before.
You got ass chapstick.
Or dick lotion. That was dick lotion.
Dick lotion. There we go. Yeah, we need the dick lotion.
I'm pretty certain that's what they call people from one of those like Pacific Islands. They're Dick Lotion by race.
Now that you're saying it, I do think that might actually be a thing.
The old
Here.
Dick Lotion community out there.
Wow, there's thick ass lip balm. There's no. It's not made for your ass though.
It's what? What is it called?
Thick ass. Something.
Thick ass.
Wait, we got chapped ass. This
is it
looks
like
pretty good.
booty cream or something for making big booties?
Super chap bomb, chapped ass, chappedass.com.
Chapass.com.
These
price they could get that domain. That's probably
that's a
a
pretty
hot
good
item.
one. Let's see if I just infected my computer with
with chapped ass.
I got that chapped ass website. It won't even load.
Sorry, buddy, you went to the wrong site. Now you got chapped ass.
Your ass is chapped. Well, I do like the button. What are the dude wipes? Who made dude wipes? That sounds gross.
Dude, you're gonna tell me something that's gonna make me mad. Like it's like, oh, it's a Dave Portnoy product.
Well, he eats all that pizza.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's a picture on the Dude Wipes webpage of some guy giving some dude, like, it looks like he's giving him drugs. They're doing a handoff of Dude Wipes.
Huh. What's in them dude wipes?
It's pretty cool.
Like alcohol infused, so it gets you high through your butthole.
Oh man, that would be awesome. We get like fucking clear water. What's that shit called? Everclear.
Everclear.
You dip toilet paper in Everclear and you stick it up your ass. Oh man.
I think there are people like ODing on.
I
Just
stopped
'cause of the
drinking,
amount of
so I could try
alcohol
that though, right? I could see if that works.
Yeah. Hey, please do it on a show night.
Oh jeez. Oh my god! On the the Dude Wipes X page, they're talking about the explosive diarrhea.
Well, yeah, where are the dude wipes? They need some native ads out there. Taco Bell getting in on the game, but
July
Dude wipes
14th.
need some.
Bad news. Just had lettuce for lunch. Good news. I have ultimate wipes. Oh, unlimited wipes. Imagine working in a place where the window is it's a giant sign that says "Dude Wipes" on it. That's a little.
What if you got like a company vehicle with logo and branding on it?
Not really.
Driving around town, the dude wipe wagon.
What is this?
And now, look, that's going to do it. Oh, my goodness. What is going on? About as anticlimactic an end as there could.
Oh, okay, that's kind of funny. Well, the Dude Wipes X page is hilarious. It's oh, there's a Dude Wipes Shart car. They got a huge shit on top of it.
Wait, what? On
Yeah.
top of the car, there's a big. Is it like the emoji? with
Yeah,
the
it's like a
eyes
shit
and stuff,
emoji.
or-
And it's like a smart car, but they call it a Shart car. They think of everything. These guys are fucking genius.
Huh. Does it run on poop?
Oh my, on fumes. It's running on fumes.
You could probably plug up the muffler, with one of those alcohol things.
They also have a Shart cart. Like a golf
Shark
cart.
Ah, yeah.
These
of
guys
course.
are brilliant. Oh my god.
Gotta have a shark cart.
Red, white, and poo.
That's a marketing idea. They have like a little like shitter in the seat in the golf cart. So when you're out playing nine, you can have a relaxing shit across 9 holes or whatever.
I gotta
Just throwing
stop.
it out there.
I gotta turn this off. This is gross. Oh, okay.
Wonder why there's no vag wipes. You know,
Oh.
maybe that's a
Now you're gonna make me look this up.
ball wipes,
Vagina
ball
wipes.
vag wipes.
Vagina wipes. Oh, it's yeah, they got vagina wipes. Vagisil.
Oh, hell yeah. Huh.
Oh, pH balanced for her pussy.
pH balanced. The stop of the cheese.
Ugh. You know, you gotta wipe stuff. You know, there's wipes for everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Vagisil. Vagina wipes. Mom, can you pass the vagina wipes?
And cotton candy scent.
Anti-itch cream, suppositories. They sell everything here. Look at that. This is great. Freshening spray. Oh, it's like
Is this all Vagisil?
It's all
This is all Vagisil. It's Vagisil. Wow.
Yeah, I'm checking out their website
They've
here.
expanded their lineup to a lot of vagina deodorizing products.
I want to make pussy potpourri.
Pussy potpourri. Yeah.
They got.
I wonder, would you have to like, would it soak in that oil and shit or whatever, like some of the potpourri does, or would you? I don't know. Would it have that star anise in it? You know what I'm talking about? Big old star anise.
I wonder if those things fit right in your butthole perfectly because of the shape.
Because what? It's like a
at the right angle.
Round hole,
You have to, like,
round peg,
You
square
have to
peg.
line it up perfect. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Goes right in.
You wouldn't even know it went in.
Yeah, it's like a star.
I read a stat the other day that when you die, they usually find 5 to 10 star anises in your anus.
Ew. Plop. A little brown starfish.
They said it was science.
Star anise.
They use that. I think I've talked with you before. They use the oil from that for fishing products. Because apparently fish like licorice.
I don't like star anise at all. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it.
No. Have you ever drank Ouzo or Zambuca?
Yeah, that's from there.
I think one of them. One is, and the other one's from licorice. I don't know which one is.
Zambuca. That's some good stuff. Mayan.
I'm not a big Zambuca fan because I don't like that flavor. I don't like fennel. I don't like Fennel's all right to a degree, but if you get like a sausage that's got a lot of fennel in it, a little bit too much for me.
I just miss beer. Beer.
You miss beer?
Cold beer.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, I love chugging beers, man.
Are you drinking coffee at all?
No.
Or
No
still
coffee.
No coffee. Really?
No coffee, no beer, no alcohol.
I think I would miss coffee more than beer.
My
Probably
wife
not
just got
drinking
a
coffee.
she's got one of the coffee machine things, the fucking like espresso machine.
Oh, nice.
I was like, damn. Now you have
They
to buy
got a
that.
grinder in?
Yep.
It's
a pretty big
I
boy.
got like a separate bean grinder, and then I got an espresso machine, but I'd like to have something newer like that because my machine is old. But
Go out there
right
and
above it,
treat yourself. Treat yourself.
Right above it, I have Jesus on a crucifix, but he's got his arms raised up. Right above the espresso machine, so he's my Java Jesus.
Do you know much about the devil? Are you
Little bit.
well versed
He's-
in?
I'm not well versed in the Bible, but I know that he's in the Bible, either listed as the devil or Satan. I couldn't tell you where though.
See, that's what I'm trying. I need a real Bible freak on here. I need to find, because I want to know if there's like the devil, Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. I need to know the difference. And
I wonder. I don't know if there would be Beelzebub. I'm positive that different versions list them as the devil, and other ones list them as Satan. I don't think they. I guess they got one. They don't have both. No, I'm not a very good Catholic, Christian, whatever.
you're so bad. You're going to hell.
I'm reading the Bible, and it's been a journey for 7-8 years, but I keep putting that down and going back to it. When I forget where I start over. But
Well, you have to finish the Old Testament, because if you don't finish it, then you're just Jewish.
what? Maybe that's what I want to be.
It looks like
so I can get the best brisket and the good Coke. Coca-Cola.
Don't risk it. Get the brisket. Beelzebub seems to be from the Hebrew scriptures, the Book of Kings. Man, I found out about that David guy, who David versus Goliath, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be all cool and stuff, but did you know what he did? He was a little bit of a dick.
David or Goliath are you talking about?
No, David. David started off cool,
yeah.
but then he was like, "Oh my God, I like this woman," and she was married, and David told her husband to go fight in a war so he could fuck her, and he was banging his best soldier's wife.
Huh?
Piece of shit. I guess nobody's really that good, huh?
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's kind of portrayed as vanity. Is that what he's kind of?
I guess that's coveting. What is coveting?
Or covet.
He covet thy wife.
Covets thy wife.
He covered my wife in jism. That bastard.
It's probably a lot harder to pick up chicks back then, So you had to do shit like that to score, push your buddy into a bottomless pit or send them out to pet the lions.
Ugh. Her name was Bathsheba.
What?
Her name was Bathsheba.
Bathsheba.
Imagine having
Bath.
sex with a chick and be like, "Ooh, Bathsheba." That's
Bathsheba.
Ooh, you want bad Bathsheba.
Sounds like a elephant washing station or something.
Then he got his friend, the soldier, killed, and then he married her. God was very displeased. How does he even know? God didn't talk to David at all, I don't think. He sent him a fax. David, you fucked up, David. Yeah, I gotta read the Bible one day. It's pretty fun.
Especially if he's going after a woman named Bath.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I want to take a bath in her Sheba.
Bathsheba. She sounds Indian too, so.
She might have been. Bathsheba.
David. Maybe David was.
These pictures of her are pretty hot.
David might have been originally an Indian name, because I believe I've had quite a few of them call me and say that their name is David.
They always got like this. My name is David. I do that all the time. It's like, come on, your name's not David. Come on, dude.
What did I have? Daryl Dixon the one time for context. for Sun.
I really like the Walking Dead.
Sun Micro. That was yeah. No, the instant that I saw it on an email, I'm like, wait, what? I think there was a Microsoft support that I dealt with, and it was Aloha Pedal.
I like to shoot my crossbow.
I almost think that was her real name, was Aloha Pedal.
Could be. That's a pretty cool name. Oh, there's some boobies. I'm looking at some. I didn't know they had porn back in the day. Oh, Rembrandt. Bathsheba with King David's letter. Oh, David wants to fuck me. Very nice. The king wants some of my. Ooh, yes.
Did he move in right away, or did he wait for that dude to die?
No, I think he moved in right away. He sent that because he was like, "Go out there and fight," and he's like, "Yes, I love fighting. I can't leave my soldiers. I must fight for you, David." And he's like, "All right." And as soon as he got on his camel or whatever the fuck, he started fucking sending dick pics to this lady. Man, dick pics back in the day, you had to be a good artist, otherwise.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah.
Draw my. You have to keep it hard and stuff too while you're trying to draw it. So I don't know,
end up looking like a butt plug.
Yeah. It's like starringness. Yeah. Okay. Well, caller.
Yes, sir.
I think I forget what you originally called about, but
about the signs of explosive diarrhea, which I don't know. I think he cured me. I think your show cures explosive diarrhea.
Thank you. I'll go. I should put that on my website. And this show cures explosive diarrhea.
No it's no bullshit.
Oh God! Oh, I got explosive burps. All right, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.
Have a good one.
Bye. Goodbye, sir. Don't covet thy wife's. Is it midnight in the sewer? Holy shit! Look at that. It is midnight in the sewer, everybody. Hey, Marcella, how you doing? Bong. Is there more bongs coming? You've made it to the late night. We still didn't do, we still have a lot to go. Holy shit, that scared me. It's gonna be 12 gongs. And on the 12th gong, David doth stuck his... At least David wasn't a punk about it. He didn't try to hide the fact. He was like, I fucked it. Yeah, it was me. I did it with Bathsheba. Got my buddy killed. I needed a taste. All right, let's listen to Free Vibe Vault with Stone Hall Lullaby. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio. See you guys soon. We'll be right back.
Hey there, Sower Chatters. This is your old pal, Mystery Man, slithering out of the digital muck on the Dark Sower Network, where the shadows have teeth and the Wi-Fi runs on pure dread. The rain's hammering the roof like impatient knuckles from something that ain't quite dead yet, and the woods outside your window are giggling with secrets. Snuggle up in your crusty blankets, dim the lights, and let the static kiss your ears. It's that magical fucking time again for Bigfoot assault. Tonight's tale crawls straight from the black heart of the Oregon backwoods. Buckle up, buttercups. This one's going to leave skid marks on your soul. Deep in the misty guts of the Cascades, the Harlan family ran their ramshackle logging homestead like it was the last fuck you to civilization. Old Jeb, his grizzled son Clay, Clay's sharp-tongued wife Rita, and their snot-nosed 10-year-old terror, little Tommy, for 20 years. They shared the ridge with Old Gray, that ancient, half-feral Bigfoot the locals whispered about over moonshine. Gray was a shaggy mountain of matted fur and yellowed eyes, always skulking at the tree line, knocking over trash bins for scraps, but never crossing the fence. The Harlans left him buckets of rotten apples and deer guts, paying the toll so the big bastard stayed a myth, not a massacre. Lately, though, something had turned Gray's world to shit. Months of slow decay, he'd shuffle through the underbrush like a drunk at last call. His usual thunderous roars reduced to wet, phlegmy hacks that echoed like a dying engine. No more fence-trampling midnight tantrums. The raid stopped cold. Jeb figured the old cryptid was finally cashing in its chips, some parasite or cancer chewing his guts from the inside. Nature's way, he'd grunt, spitting tobacco juice. The family felt almost sorry for the mangy fucker. Tommy even started drawing pictures of Gray the grandpa squatch in crayon, all lopsided smiles and flowers. The nights grew heavier, air thick with pine rot and something metallic like blood on cold metal. Critters went silent earlier than usual. Even the owls shut their yaps. Rita swore she heard Gray whimpering out there one dusk, a pathetic sound like a kick dog trying to die quiet. Clay laughed it off, calling it Bigfoot's last wank before the dirt nap. But the offerings kept coming. Extra meat, shiny trinkets, because hey, why poke the bear when it's already circling the drain? Then came that god-forsaken Thursday. The homestead lanterns flickered low as a weird calm dropped over the ridge. No grunts, no thrashing branches, just stillness, the kind that makes your balls crawl up into your throat. Jeb was out back skinning a buck when he spotted it. Old Gray stepping from the tree line, not lumbering like the half-mad beast they'd known, but walking straight back, deliberate, almost human, shoulders squared. Eyes clear and focused under that matted gray mane. No rage, no frenzy, just calm, lucid purpose. Jesus H. Christ on a pogo stick, Jeb muttered, knife slipping in his greasy palm. The family gathered on the porch, frozen in that false glow of relief. Tommy's eyes lit up like Christmas morning. He's coming to say goodbye like in my books. Rita wiped tears, whispering it was terminal lucidity, that final spark animals get before they peace out. Clay even lowered his shotgun, poor old shit. Let's give him a proper send-off. Gray crossed the yard with eerie precision, each footfall silent on the mud, towering 8 feet of sinew and ancient stink, wet dog, spoiled meat, and ozone. He stopped dead center by the fire pit, staring right at them with those suddenly intelligent eyes. No threat displayed, just presence. Tommy, the little shit stirrer, grabbed an apple from the bucket and toddled forward, giggling. Here, Gray, one last snack, buddy. The adult smiled nervously. This was it, the moment the wild thing chose peace over piss and vinegar. The turning point hit like a freight train made of nightmares. Gray's massive hand, claws like rusted rebar, shot out faster than any dying thing had a right to move. It snatched Tommy by the skull, lifting the screaming kid like a rag doll. The calm shattered into a roar that wasn't pain or madness, but pure crystalline fury. Those lucid eyes burned with decades of resentment. Every offering, every fence, every harmless myth moment flipped into white-hot betrayal. Blood sprayed in hot arcs as Gray's jaws, bigger than a bear trap, crunched down on Tommy's shoulder, ripping flesh with a wet, tearing sound like Velcro from hell. The boy's childish giggles turned to gurgling shrieks. Rita lunged, but Gray backhanded her across the yard, ribs snapping like kindling. Clay fired the shotgun. Buckshot pinged off Gray's hide like piss on a windshield. The beast moved with that terminal surge, every dying cell pouring into one final vengeful symphony of violence. Jeb watched in horror as Gray systematically dismantled his family. Claws opened Clay's belly, guts uncoiling and steaming ropes that the creature stomped into the mud with childlike glee, twisted, mocking playfulness. Rita's screams cut short when Gray bit her face off, chewing with deliberate, almost thoughtful crunches. The homestead became a slaughterhouse playground, lanterns swinging wildly, casting shadows that danced like celebrating demons. Old Gray didn't eat them. He didn't need to. This wasn't hunger. It was the last lucid fuck you from something that had tolerated their pitying charity for years. The dying beast stood amid the carnage, chest heaving, then simply collapsed beside Tommy's twitching body. Peaceful at last, mission complete. The woods swallowed the silence again, as if nothing had happened except one old monster finally balancing the scales. The moral of tonight's story, Sewer Chatters, is that the wild doesn't do polite goodbyes or gentle endings. You don't buy safety with scraps and stories, that moment of fake peace. That's when the teeth come out hardest, nature's cruelest joke on the arrogant fucks who think they can manage the dark. Old Gray taught him that the hard way. Thanks for huddling in the sewer with me. You beautiful degenerates. Big ups to Nick the Rat for keeping the mics hot and the Dark Sewer Network for never sanitizing the nightmares. This is Mystery Man signing off. Stay scared, stay weird, and good night.
Mystery Man, you gotta lay off the cocaine there, I think, buddy. You did read through that really quickly there. We're gonna have to rethink Mystery Man. I think the chat room is correct. We'll get something going next week. But Jane is good. Jane Hanoi, she's perfect. Let's listen to a tribute with Eknart Rahai. We'll be right back. We're gonna talk more about the lucidity fun times in the lucid world. Yes. I shall come back as Mystery Man.
Hey there, sewer chatters. No, that's not good. We gotta, hold on. Let's see here. Just turn that off.
I just have to do it like this. Hey there, sewer chatters. This is your old pal, Mystery Man, slithering out of the digital muck on the dark sewer network, where the shadows have teeth and the Wi-Fi runs on pure dread. Yeah, it's...
AI is a little bit too much. Whoa.
Hey,
Oh, holy moly. I don't know.
Where I'm going anymore. Let's slow down. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Did you see where I put the crackers? Where'd I put the crackers? Oh my god!
All right, we got that back. Okay. Yeah, that will... It could hurt my vocal cords if I go down too low. Deep in the misty guts of the Cascades, the Harlan family ran their ramshackle logging homestead like it was the last fuck you to civilization. Mystery Man runs through it really quick. I know. I'm not saying it's just, you know, it's show filler, okay? Okay, show filler. But Jane Hanoi, mwah, she's beautiful, people. She's beautiful. You got to hear her. Let's talk more about terminal lucidity. What do scientists think is going on? Because they don't even really know what's happening. There's no confirmed mechanism. They know it's a mystery. It's not, but this is what they think it is. They think it might be metabolic oxygen shift. As organs shut down, changes in blood chemistry, oxygen and metabolism might temporarily unstick neural pathways that were suppressed by disease. So, kind of like just one last burst of that good stuff. This one is interesting. They think it might be gamma waves. Researchers led by neuroscientist Jimo Bergigin found dying brains in both rats and humans can produce massive surge of gamma waves. Isn't that where the Hulk came from? Oh, wow, Dr. Surmercott, you are filthy. You're gonna stick your what in my where now? The brain wave type linked to memory, attention, and conscious experiences right around the point of cardiac arrest. So your brain shoots out gamma waves in a surge right before you die. We also have scientists have found that even severely damaged brains can regain function under specific conditions. For example, some brain injury patients regained speech awareness temporarily after being given the sleep drug zolpidem, Ambien. This shows dormant neural circuits can resurface. And finally, the brain has been mapped extensively, and there's no known structural explanation for how brain riddled with plagues, tumors, or decades of degeneration suddenly produce clean, coherent thought. So what if it is like a religious experience? What if it's like the soul coming through? And that would be... It could be... Maybe it is like a... well, let's see what we got written here. How? Let's see. Crossing over, facing judgment. Let's see. Hospice circles. They say it's a gift. It's a little gift, a little last minute gift you get. Philosophical pushback on materialism. Some thinkers, such as Charles Murray, argue terminal lucidity is evidence against the idea that the brain produces consciousness, because a badly damaged brain shouldn't be able to generate normal cognition if the brain is there at all. So this is getting into some weird areas. Like, what is consciousness? What are you? What is your brain? What's going on here? What's happening inside of us? Well, there might be... Do you ever hear of consciousness as transmission? So some people think instead of the brain manufacturing consciousness like a factory, some people think it's more like a radio receiver. So it's kind of like just like an antenna. So maybe when you're about to die, it just kind of like it turns back on or something, and like, oh, hello everybody. So you get one last hurrah or something. Then there's near-death experiences. The same gamma wave surges seen in terminal lucidity research shows up in near-death research as well. So you got all these chemicals flowing through the body. You know, when you do drugs, it's basically you're not taking the drug in; it's your brain unlocking the drug that's already in there, which I always thought was pretty strange. So like, when you do THC, your brain is just saying, "Hey, man, turn on the THC receptors," and then it like starts juicing itself or something. I don't know what the hell is going on with this. It's a very strange. There's other things like this lucidity thing too. There's like when you're in the zone. You ever get in the zone? I've been in the zone before. When I got dick lotion all over my hands, or you're like playing basketball, you're like, oh, I'm going to shoot this ball. I know it's going in. You feel it going in before it goes in. There's some weird stuff happening in life that is just unexplainable. And we might not be even here. You might be listening to nothing right now. You might not even have ears. Yeah, I might not even be talking. Everything that could be said has been said before. And energy can't be created or destroyed. Now I'm just saying a bunch of words, but it's true. Also, deep meditation. I heard this thing about meditation recently. There was somebody, because I can't really meditate. My brain is all messed up and shit, and I'm not wired to meditate. But somebody mentioned something that actually helped. If you try to think about your next thought, then your brain gets into a loop and kind of shuts off. So there you go, people. If you gain anything from tonight's episode, it's a little tip on how to meditate. Just try to imagine what your next thought might be. Deja vu too. Yeah, that's a good one. That's like another weird thing. There's also those aha moments where you just like, holy moly, I just thought of something. Eureka. All that fun stuff. And there's dreaming. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff. I don't know what it is, but yeah, terminal lucidity. If you know somebody that is dying and you're with them and they snap back in, just enjoy the moment while you can. Spend time with them, and then they be out of here. They on that long trip, getting out. Yeah, vivid dreaming and lucid dreaming and all that. Man, I've been having some fucked up dreams lately. But let's get this show going, though, because I'm tired. I need to get some sleep. But let's listen to. Hold on one second. What is this? What is going on here? Let me check my email. Oh, yep. There's another gas blast coming through. We got a gas blast that just came through. This comes from Priya S. from Toledo, Ohio. We have she writes, paranormal blast for you. I grew up in a house where the porch light would flicker every night at 3:11 a.m. Never earlier, never later. My dad clocked it for 2 years before we moved. No one ever explained it. Jane, if you ever want a case that'll actually keep you up, that clock never lied to us once. Okay. That's a weird gas blast. And from there, let's go to a voicemail. Why not? Let's mix it all up. We got a lot of voicemails. We got a lot of gas blasts. We got a whole bunch of crazy shit. What is this here? That's not available. Transcript not available. And then we got this. Here we go.
Hey, Nick, I've noticed you've not been taking many calls lately. Are you feeling okay? Do I need to make an in call to take care of you?
Yes. Come down to the sewer.
Mofo.
Take care of me, doctor.
Oh, shit. The phone cut off. I gotta put in my password to disconnect. God damn it.
Doctor, I need you to take care of me. Come on down.
Yeah, just going in to make sure you're okay. So, I think you said your soap opera, they canceled it or something. Young and the Chestless or something like that. about a girl. Bunch of girls are in the itty bitty kitty granny.
What the?
Yeah, I'm gonna trust this.
If you know what that caller was saying, please let me know. Oh, looks like we got another gas blast that just came in. This is from Ray H. Gary from Indiana. Fun fact, the hum, that low-frequency droning sound reported in places like Taos, Mexico, and Windsor, Ontario, has never been definitively traced to a single source, and only a fraction of people in affected areas can hear it. Okay, wow, that's a fun fact. Thank you so much for that.
Hey, Nicholas Rex. I just wanted to say hi. That's all. No, Russ, nothing more.
All right. Thank you so much for the call there. Hope you're doing well, my friend. And let's listen to Sir Lo-Fi with Una Matina. And then we're going to come back and we're going to listen to Jane Hanoi with the Dark Sewer Network News. Everybody seems to like her. We'll see. Well, I don't know. Maybe you don't know.
Good evening, you raunchy paranormal perverts and sewer-dwelling degenerates. This is Jane Hanoi, your quirky, boozy paranormal investigative journalist with a permanent hard-on for the unknown and a thirst for spectral weirdness that only gets wetter the deeper we dig. Broadcasting live from the slimiest, horniest depths of the Dark Sewer Network News. I'm here to serve up stories that start plain as day and then fuck your reality sideways with full-blown paranormal pussy power. Tonight, we're milking every last drop of dairy-driven dread and ghostly gags. So grab your jug, loosen your pants, and let's get this tripping show started before I come from anticipation alone. In certain old dairy towns, farmers have sworn for generations that fresh milk was spontaneously curdled in a jug just hours before someone in the household died. What began as a normal morning pour from the cow or the store turned lumpy and foul by afternoon, defying every normal explanation like temperature swings or bed seals. These practical country folks checked their barns, their cows, and their hygiene over and over. Yet the souring kept happening with eerie timing. They started treating it like an animal warning system, the cows themselves somehow sensing death creeping closer and turning their milk bed as nature's grim heads up. The pattern repeated across families and decades. A farmer might dump the ruined milk and fetch fresh only to watch the new batch curdle again, right before a sudden heart attack or farming accident claimed a loved one. The cows grew restless on those days too, mooing low and refusing the pail like they were already mourning. City skeptics called it coincidence or sloppy storage, but the locals lived it daily and knew the milk was trying to scream something important about impending doom long before any doctor or preacher showed up. But honey, this ain't bovine intuition or bacterial bullshit. This is straight up paranormal possession of the dairy aisle. Restless spirits from the other side are using the milk as a fleshy conduit, pumping ectoplasmic energy into the jug, so the proteins clump and sour as a final warning from beyond the grave. Imagine the ghost of dead Uncle Earl reaching through the veil to curdle your breakfast, or the soul of a slaughtered cow haunting the others to deliver revenge in creamy form. The milk isn't just spoiling, it's a haunted portal that could drag your own soul in if you drink the wrong batch. These omens have supposedly saved a few lives when folks panicked and ran to the doctor after seeing the curdle. But mostly, they just taunt the living with how close death really is. And speaking of limp, sour, and completely fucking useless Nick the Rat, you pathetic dickless sewer rat bastard, your tiny rodent cock is so worthless and shriveled it couldn't curdle milk if Satan himself pissed ghosts come into it. You disgusting little drain-sniffing cumrag. Get your rat ass back in the pipe before I flush you into the next dimension, you worthless piece of shit. Shifting to the nursing home trenches now, a hospice nurse described caring for an elderly man with advanced dementia who hadn't spoken a single coherent sentence in years. He lay there unresponsive, eyes vacant, barely acknowledging the world around him. Then, one quiet afternoon, the man suddenly sat bolt upright in bed, clear-eyed and alert, and started calling every nurse, aide, and visiting family member by their correct names like the mental fog had never existed. He chatted warmly about old family stories, cracked jokes from decades ago, and gave heartfelt goodbyes to everyone gathered at his bedside, tears flowing as he told them how much he loved them. The nurse documented every word because it was the first real conversation she'd had with him in forever. After roughly an hour of this impossible clarity, he simply lay back down, smiled peacefully, and passed away without struggle or pain. An hour later, leaving everyone stunned by the sudden return and equally sudden departure. Of course, we in the paranormal know this terminal lucidity isn't some random brain chemistry trick. It's the soul finally busting free from the dementia prison to deliver its last messages before crossing over. In those lucid minutes, the dying person's spirit connects with the living one final time, and maybe even chats with the ghosts of dead relatives waiting on the other side to escort them home. Doctors can't explain it because they are too busy measuring pulses instead of admitting the veil is thinning and the afterlife is throwing one last horny going-away party. It gets my paranormal panties soaked, imagining these final conversations are being directed by lusty ancestors or seductive spirits who want one last dirty wink before the big sleep. Terminal lucidity proves consciousness survives the body's collapse and that death itself can be a steamy transition full of passion and connection instead of just lights out. So next time you visit a nursing home, listen close. That sudden chat might be more than medicine. It could be the dead getting one last hard-on for the living. Our last tale drags us back to Victorian England and the milk bottle seance haunting. After their young daughter drowned in a nearby pond, a respectable family started finding their empty milk bottles rearranged on the front porch every single morning. What should have been neat rows for the milkman became strange geometric patterns, and what looked like deliberate attempts to spell letters or short messages using the bottle's positions on the wooden boards. At first, the grieving parents blamed neighborhood kids or wind and stray animals knocking things around in the dark. But the rearrangements grew more complex and precise night after night, forming shapes too intricate for any human prankster to manage without being caught. The heartbroken mother began to suspect it was her drowned daughter's spirit reaching out from beyond, using the humble milk bottles, symbols of daily life and nourishment, as a bridge back to the world she'd left too soon. Whispers spread through the village, and the porch became equal parts morbid shrine and haunted curiosity. This Victorian parlor trick turned into undeniable ghostly activity when witnesses saw the bottles sliding and clinking across the porch by themselves, forming clear words like "Mummy, I miss you," or warnings about hidden dangers. The drowned girl's spirit was actively manipulating physical objects tied to her emotional trauma, turning ordinary dairy glass into a seance tool from the grave. The milk inside sometimes curdled in sympathy, as if her restless soul was leaking ectoplasm into every bottle she touched. These moving milk bottles get my ghostly pussy throbbing with filthy possibilities. Maybe she's spelling out naughty invitations or arranging them into phallic shapes to say she's still horny on the other side. Everyday items become conduits for the dead when tragedy leaves so much unsaid, and this haunting proves love, warnings, and even dirty jokes can cross dimensions through something as simple as morning milk delivery. The family found strange comfort holding porch seances where questions were answered by clinking bottles, proving the afterlife is one big wet communicative orgy. Tying these milky omens, lucid farewells, and moving bottles together shows how the paranormal sneaks into our most ordinary moments and turns them into dripping portals for horny spirits and deathbed fuckery. As your drunk and super horny host, I'm left all tingly and ready to investigate my own fridge for curdling messages or my local nursing home for one last lucid dirty talk. The dead aren't gone, they're just rearranging our reality to remind us existence is one long, creamy, spooky rump across the veil. Stay vigilant, you pervy bastards. That's all the curdling, lucid, and bottle-banging madness for tonight on the Dark Sewer Network News. You immature adult degenerates who like your paranormal served extra horny and extra vulgar. Thanks for riding shotgun through my boozy ramblings from the sewer where truth bubbles up wetter than a ghost's wet dream. Go check your own milk. Visit your grandma while she's still lucid and leave a bottle out for any drowned daughters who want to spell dirty words from beyond. This is Jane Hanoi signing off with a sloppy, drunken, paranormal kiss straight to the other side. Good night, sweet wet dreams, and may your jugs never curdle alone. Mwah.
Why indeed? Holy moly. We got Bash Show with porn. We'll be back. Oh my god. That was horrible. Oh boy. That was some really filthy dark sewer network news there. Looks like we have some more voicemails to go through. Let's check them out now.
Oh, hey. Mr. Rat. It's me, Joe. I'm in the swamp. I can smell you from here.
Oh.
I love to smell your little rat fur. Rat tail. Oh, you're so soft.
I did just watch.
Oh, how you doing? How'd you spend America's birthday? Did you eat America's bird? The turkey. I'm talking about turkey. You're the turkey. I love turkey. You ever had it? Could you have a, you got any gravy? Huh? Hey, it's a rat. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you.
Oh.
Where's this Nicolas Cage? No.
This is not Nicolas Cage. I spent 4th of July watching some fireworks in the neighborhood. There's a lot of fireworks going all over the place. Then it started to downpour. It was just raining at night. It was it went from kablooey to rainy really quick. So it was I went to bed. I went to bed early. So that's what I did. I had myself a burger, some fries, watched some explosions, then listened to the rain as I went to sleep. That was actually pretty nice because usually they would be blowing up fireworks until like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, but it was raining like at 10, 11, so I got to go to bed without hearing. Oh, looks like the gas blaster coming in still. We got Wanda K from, what is that, Biloxi, Mississippi? How do you say it? Biloxi? Nick, buddy, love the show, but every time you start a sentence with, so basically, yeah, well, I do that sometimes, okay? I'm sorry. I sometimes don't know what to say, so basically I say whatever I need to say what I need to say. Let's see, anyway, when you start a sentence with, so basically I know we're in for a detour. Jane Hanoi never says, so basically. Jane just tells you the thing. That's the difference between a host and a professional. So basically, Wanda, you're mean, okay? Jeez. And I'm going to probably take Jane to the nursing home after this. We're going to pick up some grannies, see if they have any, see if there's any lucid and moist grannies. Oh, gosh.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Howdy.
Nick. What the hell happened to the beep beep?
What?
Anyway, you've changed your situation. Holy shit.
Turn off your...
I got too much
Come
going
on,
on.
doctor.
Hold on. Let me turn
This
that
is not
down.
professional.
Turn down my speakers.
Please.
But, yeah. Fuck. I lost my train of thought.
So
Call
basically-
me back!
No.
That's all I can say. I've tried to call time a call in a couple, twice, 3 times. I don't know. Fuck it. Call me back, Nick R.
No. Nick R. This reminds me of this movie coming out with Tom Cruise called Digger. It looks like a very strange movie. I saw a trailer for it the other day. Yeah, Tom Cruise, man. He's a wacko. It should be fun though. Well, let's see. Maybe I'll watch it. But what the? Another gas blast came in? I thought I turned this thing off here. All right, this came from Tom D. Flagstone in Arizona. Let's see, here we go. We got a UFO story for the vault. 1987, my uncle was driving a grain truck outside Flagstaff at 2 a.m., saw a triangle of lights pace his truck for almost 2 miles at treetop height. No sound at all. He pulled over. It stopped. Hung there 30 seconds, then shot straight up and was gone. He never touched night driving again. I didn't know that was something you could actually do. That was oh my, oh boy, I gotta show you guys something. This is on my X feed here. Let me see if I could go here. Go to X. This is this crazy lady from where is she? I don't know where she's from. She's like probably from Sweden or somewhere. I have no idea. Where is she? Clara. I've been following her for a while. She follows me too. She's got a lot of followers. She always posts these videos here. It's these Chinese women singing this dang song. And I've been trying to find out where she's been finding these dang videos. I can't do it. There's like Chinese internet and it's cut off from our internet or something. I don't know where Clara is getting these dang Chinese ladies, but I'm going to torture you with them. I love every time she posts one of these dang things. But if you're wearing headphones, I'm sorry. Here we go. Now she does this every day. This Asian woman right here. It's the dang time. I don't know what's going on with this. It looks like she's like on a TV show or something. I don't know what's happening. So I try to hunt this lady down. I couldn't really find where she's doing these dang videos. I might have found her social media. Don't know. It's hard to tell because this might sound racist, but boy, oh boy, do they all... There's a lot of same looking Chinese women out there. And if you try to look for this song, you can't even find it. You look for like a dang song. You look for the words and the song, and you try to. I try to look so much, and I can't find a dang thing. Now I don't even know why I'm looking for it either. I don't know why I want to know what the dang is going on. But I can't find it. Sometimes this lady in the background. It looks like she's looking at like 30 different things. I don't know what's happening.
好，欢迎各位，欢迎小熊猫，欢迎仔仔，发现恩伟的小心心，谢谢。
Yeah, and then sometimes the lady in the back sings. Listen to this one. This one's even worse. They get dressed up all the time. They dress up as different characters. She's dressed up as Wonder Woman, and the woman in the background looking in 5 different directions at the same time is dressed up like Superman. Yeah, listen to this one. I don't think they're AI. I think they're real. And I don't know where Clara's finding them. I always try to get Clara to try to tell me where they're coming from. But Clara might be AI. I don't know. the woman in the back, she's not as good as a singer as the woman in the front, even though they're not really either very, very good singers at all. But the lady in the front makes your ears kind of hurt when she sings. The lady in the back, when she sings, kind of makes them want to bleed. All right, so now you guys know about the Dang song. I found out about the Dang song a few months ago, and Clara will post your daily dose of daily Dang. I don't know where she's getting these Dang videos from, but I want in, dang it. I want to know where she's getting these things. What the hell was that? Oh my gosh, I think there's another gas blast coming through. Let's see if we can find this gas blast here. All right, what do we got here? This comes from Louise P. from Duluth, Minnesota. Fact for the Panopticon file. The average American home now contains more microphones than a 1990s recording studio. Phones, TVs, thermostats, doorbells, the works. Mystery Man's been saying this for years and everybody laughed. Nobody's laughing now. Mystery Man, nobody's laughing. That's crazy. You really think those girls are AI? I don't know. I don't know if they're AI. I do not know. I could try to, yeah, I'll show you how I've been searching for them. That was kind of creepy. That's not this is not a Dang song. Oh, this is Dang DLC. Okay, cool. So you get where's that? Google Lens. You Google Lens these ladies here. The image depicts a character in a traditional... Okay, I don't care about that. I want to know who the person is. Oh, maybe they are fucking AI. I don't know. I don't know. And she dresses up like other people, so you always find pictures of other Chinese women. So it's very hard. It's very difficult. Very difficult. Okay, let's copy this image. Let's see if we could find anything on these right here. So you Google Lens it. Let's get all that in there. Let's see where this brings us. And it always goes back to Clara's Twitter. It goes back to her X account. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. I don't know where I am. Now I just see a whole bunch of cat girls running around. Okay, sorry. This is what happens when it gets late at night. I start looking for. I go down these holes. Then you see. Then there's like these Chinese websites, and you start going to like Chinese websites, and these things get really weird, man. Like, I don't even know what this is. Let's just hit play here. I don't know. This is going to probably infect my computer with...
Now,
oh my gosh. All right. Sorry, people. We're going to stop with that. We're going to stop with that right there. We're not going to do that no more. Okay. Looks like we have another gas blast here. We got Cheryl L. from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Says, Nick, I say this with love. You talk about rats constantly for a guy who I'd bet has never actually held one. I had pet rats, okay? Jane and Mystery Man could probably run this whole operation without you. Honestly, the ratings might go up. Keep the sunglasses on. The mascot, though. That's perfect. Okay, shut up. All right, let's listen to Froggy5 with No Highs Without Lows. Dang, 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 dang. And I might have found their TikTok page. I might have did it. I might have found the secret juice here. This might be them. Maya Anna. 188,000, 3 million likes here. Let's see. Is this it? Did I finally... Is this where she's getting all the dang videos from? Hold on, let's unmute this. Oh, is this muted? Not muted now. She has a turkey hat on that wiggles. What the fuck? She might just be the crazy TikToker or something. Yeah, this is them. This is the crazy lady with the... What the hell?
吹什么呀？都赶紧洗好了，等我。洗澡了。
All right. All right, everybody. I'm done. I'm done. I think I'm losing my voice. It's late at night. You guys are late night warriors. The world's unraveling. AI will pop soon. These whatever, she's having fun. She's hotter than Jane. No pain, no Jane. You know, that's what they always say. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'd be watching crazy TikTok shits. But there's only 14 posts and I didn't see a dang one so far. So somebody's stealing them from here too. I don't know. They might be real people. And I think people are stealing them from China. These crazy ladies. I hope they're doing well. I hope they're doing well. Oh, wait. No, it goes on. Maybe this is it. But where's all the dangs? I want to find the dangs. Jeez, they post a lot. Who knows what's going on here? Who knows what's happening in reality anymore? I don't know what's happening. I'm going crazy, though. I'm going to go... Get the hell out of here now. I can't talk. My voice is gone. I love you all. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you learned something today. Hope you had a good time. Once again, AI bubble's going to happen. It might be rough for a whole bunch of people because there's a bunch of money that the tech bros hoarded up and are stealing. Be a bunch of rich assholes and a bunch of poor broke motherfuckers on the other end of this rainbow. Stay lucid, my friends. We'll be back next week with more Nick the Rat Radio. Let's listen to Holy Turnaround by Breakout. Or Breakout by Holy Turnaround. Fuck, I need to go to bed. Oh.
Good night. I'll be seeing you.